Okay. Yeah. I think the YouTube stream should be up. The Twitch stream should be up. I think everything's set right. I think so. New items go for Kindred. You hear that he is nerfed? I mean, he's not really nerfed if you build crit. The items are still pretty much the same. LDRIE are just really good for second and third item. Kraken or Trinity for first item. I don't know who to ban. Who would I ban? Yeah, let's ban Caitlyn. I don't know why, but fuck Caitlyn. That's the answer. I don't know who to ban. Normally I ban Mel, but my teammate already did. No Shaco ban. Shaco's not worth a ban at all. Shaco's extremely easy to play around. Champion is never worth a ban. Oh, Fusa. Why does the sun shine so bright yet your light is just dim? That's because somebody forgot to change the light bulb in your head, that's why. Getting cosmics? I mean, I don't know. Before, I was in preference. Before this season, like season 15, season 14, I didn't really bother banning cosmics because it was pretty easy to, because with the amount of health you can get with like Trinity, Cleaver, and all that stuff. So it wasn't really worth building, and lethality items weren't that great. This season, you probably, like, Kha'Zix is probably going to be a bit better since you're going to, the only, like, HP item you're most likely going to build a lot of the time is, like, Trinity. And you'll probably get one shot more often. That's most likely, like, Kha'Zix is probably better than Kindred this season now. Be back on League. I mean, I still stream League, but majority of the time. Like, yeah, I've been playing a lot of Valorant for like the last month because it was the end of the season, and like I was burnt out of season 15 because the items were the same for like 2 years, and there was no new content. But I just need new stuff in League. The game just got really, really stale. That's just all it is. Nothing works outside of season 15 was better. The items weren't better in season 15. Trinity is still just as strong. Kraken's still just as strong as it was. LDR is a better item than it was last season, and it was already better than Collector as the second item. Now it's even better, like, more so with having Giant Slayer on it. Infinity Edge is a better item than it was last season. Crit does at base 25% more damage than last season. None of the items are worse for Kindred except for on-hit builds are worse because crit's better. None of it's worse. We said it soon. The new season is live right now, Fusa. It came out today. It's stupid the market's spawning at 315. See, I called that a month and a half ago whenever they said they announced they were making the game start faster. I said they weren't going to remember to change Kindred's mark, and then when I played on PBE, they didn't remember it, and people were just like, oh no, it's just the new season, it's on PBE, they'll remember, it's just an oversight. I fucking told everybody they weren't going to remember. And nobody believed me. It's not the first time it happened.
Welcome to Summoner's
Nobody believed me that they weren't going to remember, and guess what? They didn't fucking remember.
I will chase it until it's dead.
Every time.
has spawned.
I was like, you going crit? Yeah, on hit's a lot worse now because crit's just a lot stronger now. Why do I have a Jinx mid? You know what? I shouldn't question it. Alright, this is my first game on live servers of the new season. Right, bot lane has already gotten first blood. It is what it is. So, well, also one thing for the patch notes changes for Kindred's E are slightly different than what the originally was listed on PBE, because originally on PBE it was just lowering the amount of damage your E could do to jungle camps. But the way it's listed in the patch notes, it's not a nerf, it's a buff because it's only lowering the missing health value, but not lowering the other damage from the ability. Which overall, that's a buff then? But originally on PB, that's not how it was listed, so I'm glad that it's not actually a nerf to Kindred's clear speed in that regard. You really don't take, like, real damage from your camps at all anymore. Since they made it so you take 50% less damage from camps, you get hit so many times now. You were hoping they would fix it? Oh, I knew they would. Yeah, I don't care about that, Krug. I knew they weren't going to fix the mark spawning in time, because again, it's not the first time it happened, and again, when all the people kept trying to tell me, oh, it's just an oversight, they're going to fix it, surely, because it's on PB, no. It wasn't the first time it happened. I think it was Season 8, like the Crab Wrangler meta. You can just stand in your chickens and face tank them and take no damage. Wow. You really don't take any damage in the jungle anymore. What the fuck? Anyways. But yeah, I knew it wasn't the first time they've forgotten to change it. It's not going to be the last. If they ever change the mark timer again, they'll forget or not mark timer, the crab timer again. I'm sure they'll forget to adjust the mark timer to fit with it. It's not the first, nor will it be the last time. I just didn't hit my... Yeah, I don't think... Are you full health? So this season they slowed down jungle clear a little bit because they slowed down the amount of damage you do to camps, but they buffed the jungle item by making it so you take 50% damage from camps, meaning you take half as much damage this season from your jungle camps as you did last season. You clear a bit slower, but you take half as much damage now. Kindred build change? Not really. Main thing is, like, obviously LDR last season was already better than Collector if you, like, went for pure, like, you, like, did the math on the damage-wise and you weren't just building Collector to try and steal kills. And now it's even stronger, like, LDR second is even stronger now with the Giant Slayer passive. So it's just, like, Trinity or Kraken first item. I had to wait to kill that for the mark. My bot lane is running it down really hard. Actually, my entire team is already dead. Yeah, the builds are pretty much still the same. Why would you take the kill? Okay, so my bot lane is griefing. That's the only answer. There's no world where you ever take that kill as a support.
Tomorrow is a hope, never a promise.
It makes sense why they're running it down so much now. Does Black Cleaver work on Kindred? Cleaver was good for on-hit builds, but not really anymore. This season. Cleaver was good, like, is good for when your team's AD heavy and because you can apply it fast, but again, this season crit is super buffed and the Giant Slayer on LDR is just stupid strong. Like, genuinely, with the way League works now, passing up the Giant Slayer passive is kinda troll. Because, like, for one, just look how little damage the chickens do. You literally don't have to kite anymore. Like, I took my hand off the mouse and the keyboard right now. Okay, you nerf, but the E's not actually really nerf. What do you mean? The E does more damage if you build crit now. It's not actually nerfed. Like, it's slightly less damage if you hit them early game and, like if they aren't 25% HP, but it's not really nerfed. Before it did 50% more damage, now it does up to 65% more damage, plus it does the extra damage no matter how low their health is now, based on your crit chance, versus if they're only below a certain threshold. In early game? I mean, I guess early game, yeah, if you're hitting the, like, last of their E when they're 25% HP, but even then, at, like, an item and a half, or, like, well, I guess, like, 2 items, you're pretty much doing the same damage, if not more, because of crit value. Because, like, remember, you're doing 25% more damage base with the crit now. Like, your crit went from doing 175% damage to 200% damage. You're doing 25% more damage with those crits base.
Ready to chase? Too bad.
Post link? If you ask me after the game, I'll give you a link to the post.
Hurry then.
Where's Jinx going? Yeah.
Enemy killing spree.
So many ways to die.
Actually, reading the patch, that's not that big of a deal. The Kindred changes don't really matter much at all, other than it makes on hit not really worth building compared to crit, but like other than that, it doesn't really matter. There's a lot of other changes that are just fucking stupid. Like, these stupid fairy rings are fucking stupid. The permanent demolish on turrets is fucking stupid. That shit's stupid. The home guard changes are stupid. Like, that shit shouldn't be in the game.
Dear wolf.
But like, the Kindred changes actually don't really matter much.
An ally has been slain.
Like, on hit's not really worth it now. Crit is just better in like every way now. Again, with crit head doing 25% more base damage now, and then on top of that, you have a Giant Slayer on LDR and things, there's never really a reason to go on hit. You lose so much damage from it, and even like when it comes to like Bork's was already a really worthless item, and now with Giant Slayer being back, it's just like genuinely not worth it at all.
An ally has been slain.
Wolf was sure to fall.
Oh, Pike's not even coming over here. He wasn't going for the hook or anything. Now he's going for the hook when I walked away. Bro, can I? Like, can I like? Is there like a discount Goodwill bin or something where I can like trade in my support for a new one? And my ADC. I'm not gonna let her kill. She doesn't deserve the kill. She could? Okay, well, that's fine. Yay. See, that's one of the few moments where like the Kindred E change does suck because I don't have my crit there and I would kill him otherwise. That does suck. If the E change wasn't there, then I would kill him. That's one of the few moments where it's like I should have a kill, but I don't get the kill. And now invades are almost impossible? No, not at all.
Fate guides.
Well, the fairy lights are stupid. Like, we're living in a, like, we're being delusional if we pretend like people always look at the map. Bro, it is the 16th year of League, and we have all played the game long enough to realize that you can have the entire map warded and watch the enemy run across 5 wards and gank bot lane, and they'll still kill the bot laner.
Fresh snow.
Are they annoying? Sure. Do they make it harder? Sure. Is it worthless? No. We all know that's true. We have all been in the games where people don't look at them. Wow, you, like, you really don't take damage from anything anymore in the jungle. I don't understand this change. I really can't understand why they keep babyifying the game. Like, I know, I get it, blah, 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 jungle not intuitive to new players, jungle hard because we refuse to make an actual tutorial for the game. But, like, well, look how little damage you take now.
Chases.
I'm just not even gonna attack it. Look at my health. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro.
Well hunted, dear wolf.
All who run.
He has the river awarded. could try to kill Anivia, but I have a Jinx mid, so I really don't know if we'll be able to actually do anything, because getting near her is like gonna be impossible. Yeah, we're not gonna really get near her.
Shut down.
He know will come.
Yet they are never prepared.
Are any of the new items worth building on Kindred? Maybe Fiend Hunters, but that's about it. And what do the Fairy Lights do? The Fairy Lights are really fucking stupid. So if I put a ward in the Fairy Ring right there, it gives me vision of the whole area it's highlighting right now. For 45 seconds.
Chase to your heart's content. Beauty fades. That is why it is beautiful.
An enemy is unstoppable.
Their teammates are very good at dying. 2 1 and 6 ADCs, a 1 and 3 top, a 2 and 5 pike. Fuck yeah.
I smell their fear.
An ally has been slain.
I can't even deal over there because they have wards everywhere. We have no vision control.
All things linger.
In our shadow.
Honestly, no mercs.
This will hurt.
It was down how I played. It wasn't down when I queued up, so it might have went down after I started the game. Or it might be specifically on your server. Can we even kill this Fiora? I don't know. Let's try. Fuck it.
An ally has been slain.
You should path towards me, friend, so I can actually help you.
Enemy double kill.
I hate having to ult here.
Before the end.
Why the fuck did you ult her? Are you, like,
Been destroyed.
what? What? Why did you ult her? I can't, bro. Okay, well, she came back to kill herself.
An enemy is dominating.
What is this game, bro? I don't know. I'm so confused at this point. Bro, look at the scoreboard, right? Like, what the fuck, man? Oh my god, what a good game. Good game. Good. Now it's harder to snowball? No. But the amount of turret plates and things there are now, I don't know if I would say it's harder.
Day always turns to
You can get a lot of gold on the map now. He's just dead and I'm not running to him. Oh, wait, I guess I'm at 1,000, that's right. You gonna come over here? No, he didn't come over there and ult me. I was hoping he would ult me. Don't you stop my back. I'm just gonna walk back. I know she was going to. She's gonna kill me.
Flee.
An enemy is godlike.
and everywhere lamb went.
Wolf was sure to follow.
Woo, we get vision of this entire area. Because, yes.
An ally has been slain.
The best part is because there's like a fairy ring over there when the map changes.
The most
And the Drake, it reveals all the way over here too. So you can get like vision of the entire jungle because Riot.
An enemy is legendary. Enemy double kill.
gently into oblivion.
Shut down.
Not here, not yet.
none can hide.
An enemy is legendary.
Another DDoS? Probably, if the servers are down, it's probably not a DDoS attack. It's realistically probably just server hosts are going down. Which happens, to be fair, fairly often.
Return to nothing.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy is legendary.
They would stop running it down. This game is still winnable, but my team is trying to end world hunger right now.
Never live.
Did die give you the post? No, you can wait till after the game, like I said. Focusing on the game.
Bits of them stick in my claws.
An ally has been slain.
We're gonna get Shelly. Like, I want to go for Shelly here, but they will collapse on me and murder me very quickly.
Her fate
Your team has destroyed.
I'm gonna grab my red, I guess. I'll be the same. I mean, it's pretty much the same. On-hit builds are worse now, and crit builds are just better. So, I mean, it's pretty much the same, because crit's generally been better than on-hit for the, like, last, like,
An enemy
year or so. And it's just even better now. Just crit damage being buffed, and then the E scaling with crit better now. Actually, they're in our base. Not like we can really stop them, but I can go for Herald.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Music rules on Twitch. Pretty much, if you can play pretty much any music on Twitch, just separate your VOD track from your normal track.
Execute.
Pretty much don't have copyrighted music in the VODs, and just don't, like, if you have copyrighted music live, you tend to be fine. Just don't have it in the VODs, because the VODs get scanned for copyright. Which is why everybody just separates the two. YouTube, you just fucked for music wise, because you either play no music or you play really dull,
Enemy is legendary.
like, non-copyrighted music that's just not enjoyable. If you don't know how to separate the VOD track and you want to stream, just Google, quite literally Google how to separate, like, music from the VOD on Twitch. And there should be like 10 million videos of it. Do I keybind the kite? I have normal right click for normal move and shift right click for attack move. And then my my attack champions only I have bound the shift left click.
Legendary.
Can't go down there because the vision plant. Push she? No, she's not pushing up.
Long will we be together?
It really is sad that they're trying to end world hunger. If they weren't trying to end world hunger, this game's genuinely not that hard to win still.
We are not dreams. We are the waking. None are, dear wolf.
I can't keep chasing. Too many people on her team are MIA.
Part in peace.
Hurry, lamb. Faster.
Mark 0 use. To be fair, you're not wrong. I haven't really got any value out of my mark except for like the one kill I got on Zed, but that's also because most of the kills I got and I shouldn't have even gotten. I didn't change my mark originally for them. Because a lot of time, the only kill that I should have really changed my mark for was the first time I killed Fiora whenever Mord decided to kill himself.
Your next
Other than that, I really had no reason changing my mark. Wild seeing the pay lights up and people still won't ward.
He has been slain.
Well, yeah, but again, that's League. Are you really surprised?
Ally has been slain.
We had an entire objective system last season about going to objectives so you could like buff yourself and your team entirely throughout the game, and people still wouldn't go to objectives. But you gotta remember, these are League players. They are some of, if not the most stubborn fucking people known to man. We killed each other. And I got the mid lane turret though from Shelly.
Shut down.
I got my IE now, so I should be able to kill her. Like you gotta remember, these are League players. They will always be the most stubborn. You want to see something that makes the fairy rings even more like dumb though? Because I can show you what makes the fairy rings even more dumb. Wait till I respawn and I'll show you. Oh, I got the kill at least.
This next one will be easy.
Alright, this is what makes the fairy rings even stupider. Alright, so you get a blue ward.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I can ward the fairy ring from all the way over here with the blue ward. There's no risk whatsoever, and the blue ward works for it too. And Kindred's the least affected by the change? I don't agree with that. Crit builds are better, sure, but Kindred's early game is weaker regardless, simply for the sake of... I mean, you don't have to execute at 25% HP like you used to. That, no matter how you look at it, is weaker early game. And non-hit builds are worse. Non-hit builds had a lot of value in a lot of games before. Okay, I maybe should have like not done that, but I wanted to one-shot Zed. Yeah, you can get a blue ward and just ward the fairy rings from really far away. So like if you're behind, you can put a blue ward in that fairy ring and reveal this entire area. Because the fun part about the fairy rings too is it also reveals in the bushes of the area too. So like with this fairy ring giving you vision of this entire area, it also reveals people in this bush even if you don't have a ward in that bush. Because yes. I don't know what they were thinking with that, but that's how that works.
I smell prey. Hungry follow.
An ally has been slain.
No, they are dead.
An ally has been
I wonder if this is warded. I don't think it is, but it might be. Is that... If it's not warded... Oh, wait.
Wolf chases, not willingly go.
I felt like you know. Wait, my whole team's dead. I just realized that. Cool. I was paying attention to them. I want to fight this Ashe, but Zed's right there. And I can't kill both of them right now because I'm extremely squishy.
Your turret has been destroyed.
All who run are mine.
I won't catch her. She got her movement speed. This is the permaban this season? Oh, I'm gonna continue to ban Mel until they eventually change Mel's kit, which I think they said the second patch of this year they're gonna like try to do some big adjustments to make her less cancer to play against. I don't care how good or bad that champion is. That champion is just extremely unfun. I genuinely don't know if there's a more unfun champ in the game for me. It's literally just Yumi 2.0.
Once more before the end.
Run them down.
Fades. That is why it is beautiful.
You can surely pop the egg, right? He somehow actually died to the Anivia who had like no health. I don't know if I should be impressed or
Your
not.
team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Did the scuttle timer get updated? Nope. Like I said when they first announced it a month and a half ago, they're gonna forget about it, and yep, they didn't change Kindred's mark timer to match the new scuttle timer. Which is to be expected, because it happened the last time they changed the scuttle timer.
None can hide.
Though many try.
I really Grievous stops in the lane. Silas is still always a toxic champion, regardless. If you don't like Silas, there's nothing wrong with banning Silas. Champion is stupidly strong for no good reason, and he's always good. Like, there's genuinely no good reason why that champ's ever allowed to be as strong as he is, but Riot just leaves him stupidly strong. Like a lot of champs. What do I want to build here? I could go for this. But most of them are you know, fuck it. Let's do it for fun. Why not? It's not really good, but... Actually, I'm gonna go pickaxe. Although I kind of feel like I should probably just go for the Noon Quiver for the crit chance. We're gonna get Soul here, which sucks. There's nothing I can really do to contest it because, well... Yeah.
Wolf is sure to follow.
We're gonna go try to face check it, but he's gonna die for it. Yeah, I won't be able to get to it in time. I don't have flash up either way, so it wouldn't be like I could really contest it.
Those who dread us grant us the most power.
These Kindred mains special in a way. Oh, trust me, Kindred mains don't need anything to help make them seem special. All right, they've got the special part down. Sadly, here, like an ult. They're very good at being special.
You left me no choice. Your turret has been destroyed.
Well, I tried to win this game. I don't think it's really the like. I don't know, man. My teammates had 57 deaths between the four of them, so I don't know. Holy shit, there's so many pop-ups. I entered? This is true. This is true. I didn't. Yeah, I don't know, man. I tried to win that one. Now here, now you can have a link to the Spotify playlist. There you go. Yeah, play silver. Oh, don't worry. I also got placed in silver on Valorant because I went 1 and 4 on my placements and went down like fucking 6 ranks with things. So it's fine. I went 1 and 4 on my placements. Everything's fine. It's okay. It's Valorant. It's not that hard to climb back up on. I just have to be in the like mood to play Valorant. Oh fuck me! I got the same top laner. I've got a solution. He can't fuck me over if there's no Mord. He can't ult the enemy and then kill himself. How do I know it's the same top laner when names are hidden? Because I mute everybody in Champions Select because League players are fucking stupid and the only time they ever type is to complain in Ranked. And if you mute them in Champions Select and queue up again, they'll be muted in Champions Select the next time. That's how I know. Because he was already muted. Also, to answer the question for people who are saying is league, like the league servers are down, I guess they're not down for me because I'm still queuing.
Never won.
without the other.
It was down less than 20 minutes. Gotcha, gotcha. What about? Yeah, I have no clue if any other servers are down or up. Could not tell you. I love how like on the main right, like the League of Legends subreddit, there's somebody posted about the Kindred mark, and people are like, I feel like it's intentional. It's for mind game. It's like, brother, it's not intentional. It's not. It's literally not the first time it's happened. If like for people who don't realize, the Kindred mark, for example, also wasn't the same. But it didn't match the scuttle timer even last season. For people who don't know, the mark timer was set to 3:15, even though the crab spawned at 3:30, because 3:15 was when the mark spawned in season 8 when they changed it last. It's just since the crab spawned later, there was no need for them to ever change it. That's why if you got a mark off of an invade before the crab spawned, your first mark would spawn on either the chickens or the grump instead. It's not intentional, they just don't think about the mark timer at all. You got more marks this season. To be fair, with all the movement speed in the game and the perma fighting that happens now, especially with the way home guards works and stuff now, and the jungle giving you movement speed and everything, with more fighting, you probably will get more marks overall.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Thank you, Four Corners. Appreciate it. Luis, what are you doing, kitty? Can you not eat my mic, please? Hi. Yes, I see you. You're a big brat.
Minions have spawned.
You're a big old brat.
Always there.
There are so many ways to die. Now, Wolf.
Alright, so let's see. I wonder what the break-even point now is to E to get more damage or get the similar amount of damage as you used to get, since obviously it's supposed to be a buff overall in the long run. But I don't know what the break-even point is, because obviously, why did I just use my second dog? I'm trolling. Alright, well my clear is going to be bad in this game. I didn't think about that at all. I think my W came up there.
Dear Wolf.
Well, that's how you don't clear the jungle this season. I forgot the camps take slightly longer, so like my second W coming up there just completely broke me. No. You know the other jungle change that really like is gonna mess with my mind a lot is the fact that Smite randomly does more damage this season, and I'm not gonna be used to using Smite at the new damage thresholds for a little bit. Hello, Gaki.
Tomorrow is a hope, never a promise. Return to nothing.
He taking my blue? He might be. Yeah, he did take my blue. No, he tried to and then he ran away. Okay, there he is. Well, if he's going to bot side, that's actually a good thing for me. I should probably go towards top, but he'll be fine. He's a Gwen versus Malphite at level 3. Surely he wins the fight. I really should have ran towards top. Oh, what can you say, jungle diff? To be fair, that is my top laner who ran it down and went like 1-11 last game, so am I surprised? No. Not at all. But that works out for me if he's running towards bot side to clear his bot side camps, because I have to leave the crab up for 20 seconds anyways for it to be able to mark. Seems like they're hitting you. Yeah, so in Riot's all-knowing wisdom of they babyify the game every season and do really random changes that make no sense. So you do less damage to jungle camps now to slow down the early clears, but in again Riot's all-knowing wisdom for one reason or another, they decided to make it so you take 50% less damage from all jungle camps that aren't dragons and things. Because yes, I don't know why, but you now just can stand there and face tank everything and you don't need to kite at all. He's not gonna walk up. I'm just gonna reset. So yeah, that's a thing now.
Death is to never live.
At least it doesn't do less. You feel like that'd be worse to get used to. To be fair, you know, let's go back to Boomer days of League. And Boomer days of League, you know, Knight only did like 1,000 damage at most. They used to actually scale up based on, you know, like every level you'd get like a little bit more smite damage. That also was a thing at one point, so. Smite doing 1,400 damage now is so much damage. I'm gonna go towards that chicken camp. And
We know your name, child. Woven across countless endless lives.
ah, I smited like 60 health early. Bad. We should actually be able to kill Echo here or get his flash. And we won't get his flash because he's got a stun it in the bush. Cool. I still got the mark in the long run because I killed Lee. Take that.
What sound do they make?
Feathers falling on fresh snow.
Guess I'll go check. I don't think he's actually here, but, you know, always check. Just to be sure.
Who dread us?
What was that pathing? It seemed weird. He might have been in that bush and it pathed me around. Oh. I was just gonna check because I could. Maybe get a free kill on Malphite. Maybe not. Do I think they'll change the first mark timing? Yeah, probably. Again, the only reason it wasn't changed is because they forgot to change it. It happened last time in Season 8 when they didn't change it. They also didn't change it after Season 8 either, whenever they changed Crab to 330. It's the marks timer's been set at 315 since Season 8 because just that's the last time they had to change it to match the Crab.
Well hunted.
And since after Season 8 when they changed the Crab to spawn at 330 with the mark timer being at 315, it would automatically mark at 330 either way, so they never had to adjust it. That's why last season and like for the past like 6 years, if you got a kill off of an invade and got a mark off the invade, your mark would just change. Your mark would spawn on either the chickens or the raptors instead, like at 315 rather than waiting till 330. It's just because they sped up the game by 30 seconds, they didn't think about the like mechanic, you know, like Kindred's mark, because I don't think there's any other mechanic like Kindred's mark in the game that has a certain, you know, spawn timer like that. So they just, it's very obvious that's an oversight. Also, to go further to the damage reduction of monsters, yeah, this is how clearing the jungle goes now. I'm not attacking them or moving. This is how little damage you take to jungle camps now. That's it. That's how little damage you take now. You don't have to kite or do anything. They babyify jungle even harder now. Like, they made it so easy now. Yes, they will probably change the first mark thing. It's clearly an oversight. It happened before. They would probably change the mark timer. If I had to imagine, either next patch or like within like a month, I would guarantee it. It happened before, and it's not the first time it happened, and it will probably happen again if they ever change the scrap timer again. You wonder if they remembered to adjust Ivern's health loss on camp marking for his clear? Why would they change Ivern's health loss? What changed about that? The camp's still spawning things. What would change about his health?
An ally has been slain.
And everywhere land went.
Not here, not yet.
I'm dead. There's no way I'm living here. Because of Celadar and things. Galio unfortunately kind of pieced out on me. It died though. Happens. Do I like the changes? I like the item changes. I do not like the Kindred E changes at all because it makes on-hit builds worse. And I don't like the jungle changes. I don't like them babyifying the game. Or the fairy rings. But pretty much I like the item changes, and that's the changes I like the most this season are feats being removed, the item changes, and
Follow the tracks.
Shall we, dear wolf?
the role quests are kind of nice too.
Safe to your hut,
Vatican. I'll miss Vatican. Because it's not like removing Anakin like removes any objectives from the game, because Baron going back to 20 minutes just puts Baron in Anakin's spot and Baron respawns, so it's still the same amount of objective spam. It's just now you go to Baron instead.
now.
And Baron now has a mechanic where if you're behind, like each level you're behind will give you 25% more XP for Baron, up to getting double XP for Baron, so it has the same kind of like XP catch-up mechanic Anakin did essentially. Stormrazor first. Stormrazor's build path is terrible, it's not worth building. And according to like end step, that's intentional because they want it to be a luxury item and they don't want it to be like a good rush item, which is stupid because if you're not rushing Stormrazor, you're never going to build it.
No match for us.
The build path on it's just too bad though.
An ally has been slain.
I do gotta say, this top laner is unique. No matter what game it is, he manages to find a way to run it down every game. He went like 1-11 last game. This game he's already 1-3.
Still in life.
He is very good at running it down. Yeah, Stormrazor's build path is just too bad. It's never worth building first. Kraken and Trinity are still the best first items. LDR is still one of the best second items. And now he's still like the best third item for crit.
An enemy has been slain.
The only real difference in terms of builds is this thing's actually a good zeal item. Throw out the ult haste plus more damage and things, and let you ult more often and things is nice.
It draws breath.
It meets us.
My chickens, you stole my KFC, you bitch. You wonder if that would be good on Yasuo? I mean, it can give you true damage, I believe. Yeah, it gives you 10% bonus true damage if you have 100% crit, so maybe. But I don't know how much he would benefit from like the ult haste, for example, because he's already got relatively short cooldowns. I'm honestly not sure how much that would really benefit him. I feel like it'd be better on Yone than it would be on Yas.
Great and small.
Die.
Like, I feel like Trin and Yone are like the two melee crit champions that would make the most value out of it. We're not gonna catch him, Sam. He's zooming with his phase, or no, that's a phase rush. Passive.
Anyone else want to try?
You don't know how they could really make Kraken Slayer, or not Kraken Slayer, Storm Razor and things a decent item
Know
to
us.
actually build? Get rid of this terrible component and re-add the shard. Re-add shard and it's so much better to build, but this thing is just so bad.
Focus.
All who run are mine.
The Kindred, yeah, the Kindred is, changes our life. Everything for the new season is live today. The new season started today.
Embracing life means accepting death. Now.
Movement speed, let's go. The fact that my Yasuo's 0 vision score, like, it's so, like, again, this is why things like fairy lights are so fucking stupid. Because, like, they're stupidly strong. It's just like feats, but people still won't use their, like, shit to benefit them. Can't hit him. He's just too fast. I tried the zone echo from that fight too, so they could dive, but they are apparently failing to dive. Bro, what? How do you fail the dive, and get tripled by a Zaya like that? You have a Karma, you have a Galio there. I don't know what's worse, that or the fact that my teammates had 57 deaths between the 4 of them last game. I don't know which one's worse. Like, holy shit, bro.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Oh, my W didn't go off. I almost just died there, and the redemption got the kill because of that. For some reason, my W didn't go off, though. That was weird. I was like, trying to spam my Q, but I couldn't because there was no W.
Bits of them stick in my claws.
An ally has been slain.
57, are they going for a world record? Dude, my bot lane, or not my bot lane, my teammates last game were trying to end world hunger.
All your life has led you.
Kindred win rate drops, will be buffed back? I hope not. Kindred's been overpowered for like 5 years. They really don't need any kind of a buff. It's fine to let a champion lose some win rate. Especially when it's new stuff and people should take the time to learn how to play the game when the game changes, rather than immediately trying to panic buff things.
The only true death is to never live.
We're not hit too hard. I don't know. I just walked into that. Yeah.
Return to nothing.
How long will we be
Can I catch the echo? Probably not. Maybe. Oh, he might bite me.
Taste to your heart's content.
Even without phase rush, his passive makes him that fast with my E on him.
Those who dread us grant us the most power.
They reveal wards? Do they reveal wards? I don't think they reveal wards. But I mean, do you need Oracle Lens? I mean, it's still nice to have, but you have to be able to get to the Fairy Lens to really make enough value out of it. They did also increase the duration of the Oracle Lens from 6 seconds to 8 seconds, so it's still good to have if you can, and you can get value out of it. The main thing is, if you're behind, honestly, I feel like Blue Ward's better because you can... Oh, shit. Wow, he missed a Q. I feel like Blue Ward's better though, I'm not gonna lie, just because if you're behind, you can, oh, well, that's sad. If you're behind, you can Blue Ward the Farrier Light from extremely far away and it reveals the whole area like a normal ward. Any ward you put in it reveals the area, it doesn't have to be a stealth ward. So like, if you're really behind, you could buy a Blue Ward and ward from like this turret and just ward this and get vision of this whole area without ever having to walk up. Yeah, so I still love how useless turrets are. The Malphite tanking like 57 turret shots with 1 armor item because turrets are still the most useless thing in the game.
We are not dreams. We are the waking.
Like, I really don't think you should be able to tank that many turret shots with a 1 armor item, but you know. He is Riot. Yeah, sir, whenever you finish your jungle quest now, you just get movement speed when you're in the jungle, no matter what. That's what the jungle quest got. You get a little bit more XP and gold from jungle camps, and you get movement speed when you're in the jungle and river.
Fear makes the chase more fun.
I think it's like you get like 5% movement speed, and it's doubled to 10% when you're out of combat. Yeah, it doesn't give you the specific numbers in game, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Oh, we might be dead. Yeah, we are so dead. Can I kill? Okay, they at least got that kill. That's nice. It's nice, but there's an issue with it. And the issue with the movement speed is the game has, like... You guys remember a few seasons ago when they said they wanted to reduce movement speed because the game had too much movement speed creep? The game has more movement speed right now than it's ever had before. So the game devolves into ARAM really quickly. So, like, if you didn't read the patch notes... So the way it works now is Home Guards has no time limit anymore. I have Home Guards right now. I can have Home Guards until I either get to a turret or like the minion wave, or I enter the jungle, so I can permanently have this movement speed running around the map until I get to like the turret or things. So everybody's always getting back to fights like insanely fast until they pass when you see these borders. That's when you like lose the Home Guards. And then junglers have permanent, essentially relentless hunter in the jungle now. So there's so much movement speed right now, it's kind of insane. Mid laners get tier 3 boots, which give more movement speed. Like, everybody's just getting so much movement speed right now. Items just have shit ton of movement speed. There's like the jungle quest, the mid lane quest, the home guards change. So right now, the game is genuinely just ARAM. As soon as like 15 minutes rolls around. The E-change was pointless. What can you do? I mean, I 100% agree the E-change didn't need to be a thing. Their argument was they wanted to simplify it, and because Kindred already builds critical strike items, it's like, yeah, but you're ignoring the other part of Kindred where throughout every season they've also had on-hit builds. So you like they're just randomly nerfing the on-hit builds because that's the Riot special of make a change that nobody asked for because Riot Games is Riot Games.
And an F for effort.
I do 100% agree the changes were unnecessary entirely, but yeah. And I don't really think they made it any more, like, they said they wanted to simplify it so there was less numbers, but I don't think they really did a good job at that, because before it was half of your crit chance increased the execute on your, like, or increased the damage buff on your E. Now it's 50% of your crit chance increases all the damage on it, but also 50% of your crit damage multiplier also increases the damage on it now, plus it still has the missing health. So it's not like they really did anything to make it better. It's still just a bunch of different multipliers on the ability.
Time to
The only difference is now you don't have the extra damage when they're at 25% health early game or with on-hit builds. Which again just makes on-hit builds worse.
An enemy is godlike. Your turret has been destroyed.
move my way.
I'm killing him because I want to. I don't really care. This game is kind of doomed right now. Just want to kill him for the gold.
Enemy double kill.
I warned you.
We're pretty much already doomed though. If I get lucky though, next game will be a little bit better. Also, I'm gonna wait out a queue for a second so I don't get this dude on my game a third game in a row. This dude's genuinely ending World Hunger every game.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy is legendary. Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
No, he still has R and I can't ult because of his R. He still had his R up. Sad. Yeah, like I said, the game was already doomed. There's nothing we were gonna do there. Which is sad, but it is what it is. I failed that. Yeah, I don't know how they... I still want to know how they got 1v3'd with a Galio, Karma, and Yas by Isaiah, but... League of Legends? Dude, I'm so used to streaming Valorant, I keep forgetting to change stream, or scene when the game's over. Alright, so these are the first two games, so let's see, you know? Solid top, a solid game, as you can see, my teammates were ending World Hunger this game. they had 58 deaths between the four of them. Solid game, you know, it's fine. Fine. There's this game where I got the same top laner, he once again is trying to end World Hunger. I don't know, yeah, I don't know, man. It's a great matchmaking right now. Yeah, if you read the patch notes though, it's funny just seeing some of their logic with stuff. Well, like if you read the vision changes, it makes me laugh because they essentially just it's essentially the nice way of saying people are dumb. Like, where is the comment? Where is it? The comment. Oh yeah, there we go. The vision system has historically been hard to understand and low satisfaction. Apparently, it's been hard to understand that you place ward down and you get vision of the area. What? That was hard to understand? Louise, what are you doing? I really wish I could stop getting the TFT pop-ups after every single game. No way people are so stupid they didn't understand vision. It's a common trend in League. They try it like every season. They try to like encourage the player base to play around how the games should be played, like vision, you know, objectives and things. And they keep trying to add features and things to change that and get people to play around it, but it never works out because the player base is too like they're too stubborn and they refuse to actually take into anything other than KDA into account and just want to play the game like a team deathmatch. Look at last season. They tried to add feats to encourage the team or to encourage teams to play with each other, to go to objectives, to like, you know, go to these things and give your team a buff. Even with that, your teammates would still refuse to go to dragons. They would still refuse to have like supports rotate for grubs and things. People still wouldn't do it. They've tried multiple times. They added Dragon Soul to try to get people to go to dragons and, you know, get the dragons, get the objectives. People still ignore the dragons and things. It's why a lot of these changes keep getting made, which is just, yeah. There's a lack of understanding it. It's just, again, people don't interact with it because they feel like they shouldn't need to, but it's like, if you don't use the tools, then like the things in the game and you don't want to play around the game, then of course you're gonna stay bad at the game and you're gonna lose the game. And no matter how much you try to handhold people with it, it doesn't change it. Look at jungle, for example. Jungle is like jungle and support are the two most overpowered solo queue roles by far because they essentially are just designed to influence other lanes and things. They're also some of the least picked roles because people don't want to play around them. But Riot continually tried to buff and buff and buff them and make them stupid strong, and they're still not played because people just don't want to like play around it. They don't want to play around the things that will make them win. They would rather just, you know, lock in Yasuo mid and try to fucking run it down and play team deathmatch. Why acknowledge that your jungler exists and why communicate it when you could just flame and be mad that the jungler killed you? Why do anything to actually give yourself a chance to win when you could simply not?
My countermeasures are ready, even if you are not.
That's just how League's been. In every season, they try to make it like they try to change things to like get people to understand how things work. But the player base, again, they're just too stubborn to do it. Because a lot of the player base, again, like 80% of the player base is like gold or below. And a lot of them will watch like a challenger streamer and hear a challenger streamer like be like, my jungler is always the issue. And then they'll be like, yeah, I'm silver. It's clearly my jungler's fault, not my silver mechanics or brain. It's not my own gameplay in silver. I'm also a challenger player at heart. It's simply my silver teammates are holding me back from challenger.
Never one.
without the other.
That's just how League's always been though. They were born to be challenger. They're just, you know, unfortunately stuck in silver because clearly it's their team's fault for the 2,000 games they've had in silver. Milio and Kindred combo, it's nice to play. Milio and Kindred is nice. Milio Kate's nice. Things that have long range with Milio can feel really, really good. Plus that new item, and like if you pair it with Milio, would probably be a pretty decent like thing too. The item that gives you more damage based on how far away people are, and Milio giving you the increased range for that. Hurry up the dodge. And what do I think about the monsters and minions spawning earlier? I don't really care about it. It's just a change to try to make the game speed up. But I don't know. I don't really think League games need to be any faster than they are when half the time the games end like like 15 to 20 minutes from somebody giving up and just wanting to forfeit or rage quit. So, I mean, I guess it's just to speed up the games, but again, I don't personally care about it at all. Oh fuck, I forgot. I gotta get this battle pass. I don't want to get this battle pass, but they have a LILLIA skin in the battle pass. I forgot about that. Dude, why is this queue so long? It's making sure I get the strangest creatures for teammates. This is true.
My countermeasures are ready, even if you are not.
It's too bad that new Viego skin's a gotcha scam skin, because it's actually a really cool skin. If it was like an ultimate skin, I would probably get it, but I will never pay for a gotcha scam.
Never one.
without the other.
Can you still carry with Kindred? I mean, you can still carry with anything in League. It's just a new season right now, and there's a lot of things to figure out, and it's like every time there's a lot of new changes. You're just gonna have to get used to the new stuff and figure out how to play with it, but I mean, yeah. Realistically, all the Kindred has more damage now than they had before. And the items are better. I'm assuming it's all Blanc support. I had to imagine. No. We'll get him next time. I mean, do you like the fact that all Riot's games are free and things? If yes, then a champion getting a skin once a year is really not a big deal, especially when they're the popular champs.
I remember them all.
Why do you think Miss Fortune has the most skins in the game? Because she's extremely fucking popular.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Minions
Wait, I
have
didn't put it in the
spawned.
fairy ring. Sad.
I wonder
Forgot about
how
fairy
they
ring already.
see me.
Ashes on war.
At the end of the day, Making like skins for I'm losing my voice apparently. Fuck. Hang on. Okay, I think we're good. I'm done losing my voice for a second. I think maybe. Yeah.
To die.
Alright. I forgot what I was saying. Anyways, we're gonna focus on the game, I guess. So maybe I don't mess up my clear too bad. Don't die, bro. Apparently I'm losing my voice. I don't know. You know what? It's okay. It's just League is giving me a disease, and it's if I can't talk, then League can't make me suffer, you know? The game can't hear me suffer.
You are dear wolf.
Your cat lost her voice for a while. It sounded like she smoked 20 packs of cigarettes. Poor cat.
How long will we be together?
Forevermore.
Who will take care of my cat, Pika? Probably. Also, just again, look, you don't have to kite at all. I still find that funny. The camps just do no damage anymore. It's so funny to me. Like, you literally just don't have to kite. You can face tank everything.
Now,
I really don't know why they added the 50% damage reduction to jungle camps. That to me is still just like such a strange change.
hours. Chase to your heart's content.
He can do his thinking top. He doesn't have a red. I kind of want to go to his red.
Now.
Nah, that reset. I needed auto one more time. I thought the jungle pet would do more damage, but I also forgot they lowered the damage a little bit on things like that. I griefed. Wait, I don't have my crit damage. Can I kill this? Okay, I can. It's fine. He's topside, so I can wait on this.
Is to never live.
Jungle Crown was never the most entertaining. You don't know why they made it more brain dead. Because again, people like nobody wants to play jungle, so they keep trying to babyify jungle. Remember, you used to be able to double camp. You're not allowed to do that anymore because it wasn't intuitive to new players. You know, the jungle pet's there now. Like, they've continued to make jungle easier and easier to try to get people to play it. Add 300% monster damage to random laners and things to try to get people to play it. The issue is like, you know, it's still jungle and people would rather just play their actual lane.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
How does hunger feel?
Enemy double kill.
Oh, it's not good.
Who's next?
Everyone.
This Gromp should be alive. Oh no, not yet. Oh. 10 seconds, then it's up.
All will know us.
Did he start wolves maybe? Yeah, these are a second spawn of wolves, so he might have started his wolves.
Now.
Goodbye.
An ally has been slain.
Nice flash, bro. Does that not? He doesn't have shadow, I guess. Nope, he just didn't have shadow. Rip. They saw him run across the ward. They're surely not gonna die to him, right? Bro, you knew he was there. They know I'm here as well. I'm potentially dead to an LILLIA and an Ornn in a second. Maybe not. The Q arrows launch. As long as you do the animation to fire the arrows fire.
Our mark is lifted.
Who's next?
Those who run from death sit still in life.
Going? No, don't. Okay, understandable. Have a nice day.
An enemy has been slain.
Silas doesn't want to walk up, I guess. There's a Nunu there. Nunu's just running up and down the map, getting free kills. Are we gonna go in? Why is my Silas so scared? Just E. Just use your E, Silas. Just use your E. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. We could kill the Nunu. Guess he's level 4. We could have killed him. I don't know why you didn't want to fight, because the Ornn already used his ult. Why are you scared? Why is my top laner 0-2 already again? Is just every game today gonna be top lane running it down?
Drift gently into oblivion.
I just realized I have a 3 and 1 Nami. That's my team's kills right now. And everyone's losing lane again. God damn it, bro. We're also just ignoring the map. Oh.
Laugh
Hell yeah.
and dance.
No, Toshu. And the hardest part about jungle is when teammates don't want to play with you, but you don't know how Riot can never fix teammates not playing with each other. Again, jungle is known as the most overpowered role for years, and people still won't play around the jungle. That's just, like, nothing Riot can do can fix stupid. That's just the honest truth. Riot can't fix stupid for people.
Go, Wolf.
Objectives are OP and win games, people still don't play around it. Jungle's OP and wins games, people still don't play around it. Support's stupidly strong and roaming is really good and like wins games, people still won't do it. At the end of the day, Riot can't fix stupid for people. That's up to the player base themselves to do.
Your heart's content. Flee or stand firm.
Doesn't matter.
How does Kindred feel? I mean, they feel fine. Feels the same as before, just you have more damage with crit builds. Good. God damn it, jungle pet, you almost failed me there.
An enemy has been slain.
He's gonna get grubs. I won't be able to really stop him from getting the grubs unless like somebody wants to roam with it, but yeah, Ornn's running to it, so they're just getting grubs. There's no way I can stop them. It would just be a death for me. I don't have R either.
Now, Wolf. We are not free. We
He shouldn't be killable here, but he is because he didn't pay attention at all. Oh wait, he might live. And he had flash. Yeah, we're not gonna do anything here. Alright, I'm just gonna walk away. I shouldn't die here still. Yeah, I should be fine. That's unfortunate. You can try to chase me, but if you die, because I have ult in 3. I lied. My ult wasn't off cooldown by the time the snowball hit me. I should have flashed it. I lied. I'm a liar. I didn't think that that was actually going to do that much damage. I'm a liar. No.
What sound do they
Like, there's nothing to say. There's a Nunu's always with him. Like, bro, you watched him walk across the fucking fairy light into the grub pit and kill the grubs. You then got the sound notifications that grubs died. Where's the Nunu gonna go if you push up top lane and he's in the pit? Hmm.
Those who dread us.
Surely he's gonna be a bot lane, right? Like, it's some of the most brain dead shit possible.
All your life has led to this moment. Time to
Its heart beats fast now.
it knows. How one dies.
Plays with a monitor and sound off? Bro, my top laners really might after the last 3.
Double kill.
For us.
Few are, dear wolf.
He might be on my red. He's not on my red yet. Oh, he's trying to ult. Silas gonna come over here? I don't know if Nunu's coming back or not. We could have killed the Nunu, but neither my top nor my mid wanted to collapse there, which is sad. I don't know why we wouldn't just collapse there and kill the Nunu, but it's okay. They finally killed him.
And small. The weft and weave of fate guides.
Words spoil the
Much
chase.
Kindred combo. Still the same as it was before, you know? Well, like last time, the answer is still, you spam Q so hard that your keyboard breaks, and then you put it into a blender. Just remember, the harder you press your Q button, the more damage it does.
Tomorrow is a hope, never a promise.
An enemy has been slain.
You got that, nice.
Can't wait for them to flee.
It's still so funny to me that, like, we have 2 wards in this river and have vision of the entire river now because of a ward right here and a ward right here. It's so stupid.
Now.
No, Jinx, don't kill it. You're killing. Oh, my Jinx killed my mark, sad. And then she died for it. Good. Hey, my chickens. How are you gonna rob my KFC like that? No kill for you, Aurelia. Does the E still have an execute? It still does missing health damage, but it doesn't have the damage, like the crit execute on it anymore.
Wolf chases what is not known in the dead.
Instead, now they made it weird, and now it scales with 50% of your crit chance, and then 50% of your crit damage multiplier also applies to it. So if you have a 100% crit, so if you have 4 crit items and with IE, then you get 65% extra damage on your E now, just in general. But it doesn't do extra damage, like, it doesn't do like 50% increased damage if they're below a certain threshold anymore.
This one is
Which is why it makes on-hit builds worse, because you don't have like the 25% health like first anymore. It makes on-hit builds in that regard worse, plus crit items being buffed makes on-hit builds worse in that regard too, because crit items are much stronger, so on-hit builds are just not nearly as good as they were. Crit builds are so much stronger now.
Killing spree. An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
and everywhere landmarks.
Alright, I get the assist on him.
Now.
should have killed the ward.
Turn to nothing.
Reap.
Safety your heart's content.
But I can sweat at 1400. I keep forgetting. Like, it's gonna take me so long to get used to like Smite being at 1400 now.
Ways to buy. Last breath.
Unstoppable. Double kill.
Well hunted.
I'm more surprised Nunu didn't like hard camp bot lane, considering it's a Jinx and a Nami, and it would be like, especially pre-6. I feel like it'd be pretty easy for him to like get kills with Lucian and LeBlanc. Oh, there is a person in the bush. See, like right there, I don't have the 25% crit execute, so I didn't crit the Nunu and finish him with that low HP anymore because I don't have crit yet. It sucks. If this were like last season or any time before, I would have crit him there and killed him from the damage, but that's not the thing now.
Ally has been slain.
Peacefully they go.
Hungry we follow.
No, I didn't kill it because of this one. There's a LeBlanc behind us, but I don't care. Kill them all. Alright, we're fine. They can go kill LeBlanc if they want. Alright, they just kind of ran it down. Fair enough. I mean, it really is gonna. It really does just feel not good not having the crit threshold anymore.
They always turn.
No match for us.
Like, it's not really weaker. It just like it just doesn't feel satisfying. I didn't think it's stronger later in the game, but that's yeah. It's just nowhere near as satisfying as it was.
Team has destroyed a turret.
All sparks kindle new flame.
An enemy has been slain.
I'm just gonna take this turret and probably die.
Has destroyed a turret.
Okay, that works.
Now,
Fight. Break to eat.
all things great and small
Die.
Yes, my jungle pet stole it.
None are.
See, like, that's what I was talking about earlier. The fact that we can see in that bush because we have a ward over here is such a dumb concept. Like, it should not reveal the inside of bushes. Oh, we're not gonna catch him. Ow. Rude ass. No, I won't catch him. That flash.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Jensen is running it down over here.
Fun chase.
All things linger.
In our shadow.
More lie ahead, dear wolf.
Killing spree. Double kill.
Those who run from death stood still in life.
Is on hit still worth it? Nope. On hit is not worth it at all.
Shut
It's
down.
not really worth building Cleaver when LDR is as strong as it is, especially with Giant Slayer. And then, like,
Chase more fun.
again, your E does so much extra damage to the crit now, plus crit just by base doing 25% extra damage. There's no real reason to ever build on hit. If anything, you're better off just building a couple crit items, and if you really need something defensive, like maybe get a Wits or something, like towards the end of your build. Or a Maul if you really need the MR. Yeah, ult in time. I can.
An ally has been slain.
We actually aren't killing them. Figured we'd kill them when they just used quite literally their entire kit on me. I'm pretty sure they used every ability their team had on me there.
Return to my form.
Fucking Lucian armor. Okay, he's dead. The Nunu got baited with that because of solo. The fucking Lucian R that almost killed me. Like 1 HP.
Beauty fades.
I'm sure Nunu will somehow be mad at Lucian for that. Not himself.
An enemy has been slain.
How long will we be together?
Forevermore.
I probably should have ran the Baron. Oh well, it's fine.
If it draws breath,
What ain't my golden items anyways? What runes? Pretty much the same as before.
we are not
It's
dreaming.
PTA, and then, I mean, last rune page you can either go, or like, you can go Domination or you can go Inspiration, whichever one you really like. If you want free boots, go down, or Inspiration, and if you want more smites, Inspiration. If you want to, like, have a little bit more damage and things, you go Domination. No, we can't catch him, sad. And we kill the corn. Oh, wait. He's just fighting. Oh, he's dead. Inspiration, Jack of all trades, the Triforce. Because Jack of all trades is like not necessarily super worth it versus just having sudden impact, which procs a lot on Kindred. Plus the extra gold it can be nice too. You can do sudden or Jack of all trades, but it's really not super worth it a lot of the time. Especially if you don't snowball early on and get the full item. By the time you actually finish the item, you don't get enough value out of the room. You can still. It was better, like, Jack of Trades used to be better too, like, a while ago, when you could do different builds with it. Especially when you used to be able to build Doran's Blade in the jungle, for that, like, couple patches where people were doing that with Jack of Trades and then they got removed. That was a fun, like, 2 patches with it. The sudden impact just adds a shit ton of damage for Kindred. The sudden impact is a very, very stupidly strong rune. Always go sudden impact. I mean, you can still do inspiration if you like it with like free boots and things aren't bad, and then the cosmic insight's also not bad because your smite's off cooldown more often, which is never bad, and your flash. You know, I could have ulted for her, but I wasn't paying enough attention to the game. It's fine though. It's only a teammate. Who really cares? Also, that teammate's taken like 500 of my fucking jungle camps, so I really don't actually care that they're dead. Because I'm a petty bitch. Now I'm dead. No, sad. I forgot about LeBlanc. But they've taken like 500 of my jungle camps, so I don't actually care that they're dead. Cashback on better. Cashback is not better. Free boots is much better. The movement speed on free boots is much better. The value out of cashback isn't by no means better. You need like 3 items to get more value out of cashback, even barely. Like 2 to 3 items because you're getting the free boots plus you're getting the extra movement speed. Free boots is much, much better. The extra movement speed is so valuable. That's why so many junglers take free boots, is because the extra movement speed is just stupidly valuable because it lets you skip tier 2 boots for a while. Cashback's only better on like certain champions like Kayn and things, like things I want to snowball, like assassins like that, but it's not better on champs like Kindred and things. Free boots are so much more valuable, especially on a really slow champ like Kindred. The extra movement speed is so nice. I don't want to build right now. I build Feed Hunters.
They laugh
and scream
and dance.
And yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, cashback's fun because you can get, like, if you snowball, you get a lot of gold out of it. But on a champ like Kindred that's super slow, the free 10 movement speed and, like, just getting the boots, not having to pay for the boots is just stupidly valuable. Cashback's better on champs that, well, for one, don't really need the movement speed, or 2,
What does not willingly
they, you know, are just gonna get really cheap snowbally items that can spam and get value out of it quickly. Which, to be fair, a lot of the lethality items are stupidly cheap right now. Because yeah, you get more gold back for the more expensive items, but it takes longer to actually get the items to get the value of the rune. Whereas if you have cheaper items, like you can get an item really quickly, you can get the extra gold value into like the game quicker, and you can snowball your item build faster.
though many try.
I'm not gonna lie, I have been barely paying attention to the game. I thought Dragon was about to spawn. It's like, now there's still a minute. I'm barely paying attention to this game. Kraken still are there. Kraken and Trinity are both good first items. I still like Kraken more because it will do more damage if you play around the Sheen more, but it does give less attack speed and it's more expensive. But I like the HP too. But they're both good items. Either one works. If you like the attack speed and like quicker item spike and the out of combat movement speed, Kraken's really good. The Trinity, if you play around it, like if you get your Sheen procs off every time your Q's up, like, and then you get the HP and things, is just really good. The Kraken and Trinity are both just like really good first items. You can really do whichever one you like. I just like having the HP more than anything though. Because the HP plus the Sheen just feels good. So I'll try Triforce and Kraken. With the crit changes and the Kindred E changes, it's not worth going like Kraken and Triforce around hit together like that anymore. Crit's just too valuable. You either go Kraken or Trinity and then get crit. It's just way too valuable now. It just does so much more. Like LDR second especially is just stupidly strong now. Because there's like so many champions items have HP on it now. Support items, you know, mage items, tank items, fighter items, they all have HP on it. And LDR already did more damage than Collector as a second item. But now with it having Giant Slayer on it too, it does even more damage. It's stupid strong. Like LDR second is just so good now. Especially because the bonus health on it, or the Giant Slayer passive on it now doesn't work like old Giant Slayer. It only cares about the enemy's health and not your health. So it's stronger than the old Giant Slayer.
My countermeasures are ready, even if you are not.
Like I'm trying to think, how much HP would, like, for example, a Rod of Ages and Leandri's build that a lot of people do, or a Ceres build or whatever. But I think like Rod of Ages and Leandri's builds are pretty common still. See, how much HP does Rod of Ages give? It's 450 when it's stacked. Yeah, so with like people going like Rod of Ages and Leandri's alone, not including Rylai's and stuff, that's already half of the Giant Slayer's like full damage passive proc. What is Giant Slayer? It's the passive. It's the old passive LDR used to have, and they re-added it this season, and it makes you do more damage based on how much the HP the enemy has, bonus HP the enemy has. So like HP from items and runes and things. So, or like I think it's up to 10% extra damage, just if they have like 1500 more or more bonus HP, and it scales up based on how much more they have. So like, considering like there's so much HP and runes and items and things now, you're always getting an extra damage amp for it. And against like tanks and bruisers and things who do get like the 1500 HP and like juggernauts and things, you're getting a stronger damage buff than you get from PTA, for example. Just from having that passive. And that doesn't include the armor pen on it too, and the AD and the crit also giving you the damage. You didn't notice any passive on LDR? Because they removed the passive for a while, and then this season, since the new season just came out today and the new patch, they re-added it this season. New items. There's not really any of the new items that are super good other than like Fiend Hunters. You could maybe use the what is it called? Maybe use Hex Tech Optics if you're like fed and have a lot of marks, but it's probably not worth an item slot over another item, realistically.
Tell me a
Welcome to the Summoner's Rift.
mine to take.
All things farewell.
Because it gives no attack speed or anything. It's like it's only crit and AD on it, and a damage amp for how far away the enemy is from you. So like if you have a lot of marks and have range, obviously the damage amp can be nice, but without like that, it's still not even super worth. And then even when you already have a lot of range, let's be real here, you're probably better off spending your gold on a stronger item. So it's pretty much only really like the Hex Bolts is really, or yeah, I think they're Hex Bolts, whatever. No, the Fiend Hunter Bolts, that's what it's called, yeah. Fiend Hunter Bolts is like the only new item that's like really worth building. Then some of the older items they brought back, like Stormrazor, aren't super worth it because the build path is terrible. If the build path wasn't so bad in Stormrazor, it would probably be worth building, but its build path is really bad. If they remove Slingshot and re-add the Kerchus Shard or whatever it was called, I don't remember its actual name. If they removed Slingshot and re-added that, it would be so much more worth it. But with just having Slingshot on it, it's so not worth it. Because if you don't get 1300 gold for the BF sword, there's no other AD in its build path. So if you don't get 1300 gold, your back gets you literally no AD in items, which is not exactly a very good back. Like even Wild Arrows, I think, has a longsword in its build path. For whatever reason, Stormrazor is just not even allowed to have a longsword in its build path because apparently, according to I think it was like the reasoning was they wanted to be a luxury item and things, and it's like, but like, when are you ever gonna build it if you're not building it as a first item? And if it's got the worst build path in the game, why would you ever build it? When you could just build Wild Arrows or like anything else if you're like bot lane. And if you're like a champ like Kindred in the jungle, Kraken and Trinity are both better. It's like, who's the item for? Why would you ever build it at this point? Like by the time I'm getting my second or third crit item, I'm getting like LDR and like IE and things and like a Zeal item. So it's like, why would I ever build, you know, that item? It just doesn't make sense. I don't know if I can kill Kay. Oh, alright, well he burned her flash. I can 100% kill her now. Dang. Or am I not gonna get in range? Hope I got in range. Oh yeah, they added First Blood gold back, didn't they? Because I'm pretty sure that was a little bit more gold. First mark takes time, you can't track it anymore. It's because they forgot to update the first mark timer. They did it in Season 8 too when they changed the crab mark time. It's one of the things they kind of just don't really think about when they change the crab mark timer.
Erase from us.
Only to find us sooner.
Forgot to ping those earlier.
We are not dreams. We are the waking.
Mark Wu and focus Aphelios. Go Aphelios first, then turn on Lulu since she'll be alive and the Mark will have time to proc on her.
Stick in my claws.
I think he's on that Mark. It looks like it's slightly to the side. Yeah, he was on that. Mark spawned on slightly to the side of the pit. You don't like the E change? Again, the E change isn't going to make too much of a difference, but it does feel a little bad to be slightly weaker early with the E change. I do agree. But I don't mind Kindred being slightly weaker because the champion's been stupidly strong. I just don't like the fact that it really devalues on-hit builds even more. Because on-hit builds are so much more fun than crit builds. On-hit playstyle is infinitely more enjoyable in my opinion. I'll probably get Drake, that's fine. Twitch is back, so I'm not gonna like just run straight there, it's just not worth it. Plus we don't have mid lane pressure, since he can't walk up against J4 right now.
Ahead, dear wolf.
Well, he came from topside earlier because he got the mark actually, so his topside shouldn't be up yet, so I'll grab Gromp before I go up there. On-hit builds still worth it? No, on-hit builds really aren't worth it. It's just crit items are just too much worth, like more fun. But that's my issue with it is like crit builds are not more fun, but too much stronger. Is like that's my issue with it though. Is on-hit builds are more fun, and Kindred's been an on-hit champion for so long. They've been able to build on-hit and crit for so long to the point where now making like on-hit builds feel worse just feels shitty. To be fair, I think that it still would be more fun if they made it so your W could apply on hits. And again, before somebody's like, that would be overpowered, blah, 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 blah. You're on hit, your W hits like twice in a fight at most of the time because people just walk out of it. It can hit like 4 to 5 times at most if they stand in it and face tank it. Fucking Daisy, Ivern's fucking pet applies on hits when it beats the shit out of you. Like, I feel like it would be okay if Kindred's W could apply on hits. It would be so much more fun, and it would give your W more value than just being a glorified Q reset. I'm gonna kill her. It's more worth than the mark right this second. If she walks up.
Wolf chases what does not willingly go. Now.
She has like 1 health. Okay, she died to my red buff. But kind of unfair. It really wouldn't be unfair though. Your W hits like once or twice. Again, Daisy applies on hit, and multiple other things have abilities that apply on hit. Like Ezreal's Q can apply on hit effects and stuff. It really wouldn't be all that like strong if your W could apply on hit. It wouldn't make stacking Cleaver any faster because your W is magic damage, so it can't stack Cleaver at all. It would maybe, your W already doing magic damage, you would add maybe like what, 40, 50, if you include MR, like extra magic damage from Wit's End. Rocking Bork would be nice, but let's be real here, Bork doesn't do damage like at all. It would have to, like, it would maybe let you get an extra crack and proc off in a fight. It really wouldn't be all that strong. Because of the way Kindred's W works, it doesn't hit very much. Again, if they face tank your entire W for the entire 8.5 seconds your W is up, it does like 4 to 5 autos.
Those who run from death stood They always can. Now.
Thinking about it, the only thing that I would really change if it could apply on hits would it would make like Terminus better. Which wouldn't be bad, because Terminus is kind of a dead item for majority of the champs in the game, and I don't think it would be a bad thing if more champs could actually use the item. Lords are more valuable? Kinda, yeah. Especially if you like lane control and things. But they also did buff Scanner and made Scanner last 2 seconds longer, which is nice. For like denying vision and things. You can use blue wards too, and like ward, like I could ward from here all the way up here with a blue ward, and it would give me the vision of the whole river because blue wards count too for the fairy rings.
Ally has been slain.
How is he not 30 sus? Brother, I have more kill participation, plus I got the grubs. Like, I know you want to sound smart, Twitch, but like, yeah.
Saber likes closing acts.
And we get the kill.
There's so many ways to die.
An enemy has been slain.
No, playing for bot is not the meta when my ADC is playing like an idiot like that and being mad that I got grubs and I have more kill participation in the team. I'm sorry, but no, playing around that is not it, nah. On top of the fact that I got I got a double kill with them in bot lane too at the start. Like, the affiliates should be behind, Twitch should be ahead, but they're kind of dumb because they keep walking up anyways. I can't kill him though.
Chase to your heart's content.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill him. Hey, first here.
Killing spree.
Okay, Collector and PD, you don't know. I don't think Collector first item is worth it compared to Kraken or Trinity. But I mean, to be fair, Kindred has people who do all kinds of builds, so I mean, if at the end of the day you want to do that build and you like the build, by all means do it. There's no harm in it. But realistically, Collector didn't get changed at all. It's still pretty much the same item, and it's still like it wasn't worth building as a first item with no attack speed and like or anything before, and it's still not, in my opinion, really worth.
An enemy has been slain.
No, I tried to jump to this side. Oh wait, I'm alive, and I got Drake. It's fine. Plays a different build. Yep. I mean, even last season, Collector as a second item wasn't even better than like LDR, but people played it because they like the steal kills. But like math-wise and like damage-wise, if you went into practice, to LDR would always do more damage. But yeah, at the end of the day, just build whatever you like the most and have the most fun with, because it's still a game and you should just play for fun.
An ally has been slain.
And that's the best way to play any game.
This next one will be easy.
Come, Sante.
Now,
No, I couldn't kill her. If I had my crit burst, I could kill her there. I'm just saying. Goddamn E-change.
beauty fades. That is why it is beautiful.
Hey guys, don't you think I should play for bot here instead of my two strong solo laners and the strong jungler who are actually doing well? And we should only play for the Twitch. We should be his babysitter. How dare you get fed as a Kindred and have strong solo laners and play around the people who can set up kills and snowball too? What's wrong with me?
Fun chase.
Shut down.
It's so nice that feats don't exist, so I don't have to worry about losing, like, them losing first blood turret for being bad.
No match.
But no danger, because Kindred has been stupidly overpowered for like 5 years, but it's just not a popular champ. The same thing as like Rengar and like fucking Velvet and Ivern and things. The champs are just not really, for like Kindred and Ivern, for example, there's an entire role dedicated to champions just like them, so majority of the player base isn't going to want to play the, like Kindred and jungle when they could just play bot lane and play an ADC there. Like that's one thing about it. Oh, his cooldowns are already up. Man. Oh,
Not here, not yet.
Has destroyed.
I'm simply just better. It's just the way it is.
Kill.
Shine bright.
An ally has been slain.
Keep forgetting 1400 damage smite, not 1200 or anything like that. 1400 damage smite. I keep forgetting about that.
Your turret has been
They buff smite damage for some reason.
Now, folks. Now.
Rip them to bits.
Also, yeah, but back to Kindred being a dead champ though. But it's also it's like a lot like Auction and Quinn and things. The champs have been like are always good in solo queue, but people don't play them because again, if people want to play an ADC, they're just gonna play a role designed around ADC.
Power.
When there's an entire role for champs like that, they're just gonna play around champs like that, or just play the role for that. Same with how like Ivern can be stupidly strong, and he's been stupidly strong for a while, but if people want to play an enchanter, they're most likely gonna just play support.
Can't wait for them to flee.
This shouldn't. You can't really have like a set guarantee for marks because you can't guarantee how much you're gonna invade or how much like active the game's gonna be. Like this game, yeah, I should have changed my mark more often, 100%. But like you can't really guarantee it. Realistically, you just want to try to get 4 marks by the time team fighting happens because you want to have the extra range by the time. But you can't really guarantee that either. You just want to like try to have 4. She had flash up too sad. That's fine. There is fun. I'm glad I did not play around the ball lane though. I'm glad I played around my top and my mid. They're much better players. Oh, Kindred benefit? Yeah, I mean Kindred did benefit from it, but they also changed the way Kindred Z works, and it makes on-hit builds feel worse, and it makes your early game feel a bit worse. Kindred needs some teamwork. Teamwork is nice, it makes getting marks better, but like if we're being completely honest here, you can play the game even if you don't get marks with Kindred. A majority of your damage doesn't come from your marks. Marks are just nice for the range, but you can play with short range. You just have to position a lot better, and it's a lot riskier. But a majority of your damage doesn't come from marks. The majority of it's just through items nowadays. It's not like release Kindred when their passive was different and almost all of their damage was coming from like on-hit effects in their passive. So realistically, even if you're low marks, if you can get a lot of gold or if you can farm and get your crit items, you're gonna be strong. This change was not necessary. It wasn't necessary at all. I agree with you. It makes your early game feel worse, and I 100% agree it wasn't necessary. Realistically, I like if it, like they said in the patch notes they did it because they wanted to simplify how Kindred Z works with the numbers, but realistically it was a nerf to Kindred's early game. And I don't care if they nerfed Kindred's early game or whatever, but if they were that worried about the crit items being that good, instead of changing the way the E worked to make it feel worse, instead of it doing 50% extra damage, lower the extra damage, you know, to like 40% or 30% if they were that worried about it, instead of changing the mechanic just to make it feel worse. I think Kindred's still in a good spot. Yeah, I think Kindred's fine. I think the champ's fine. They just don't feel as satisfying with their E. Their E feels much less like... I'm sure a lot of you guys, if you played Kindred for a while, can agree that your E felt satisfying when you got that crit and you got the burst at the end of it when they were lower and things. But without that crit and things, your E feels a lot more just like a generic boring ability and just like an extra generic third auto attack. It feels a lot less satisfying. Without having that like that bonus burst of crit on your E, just feels so much less satisfying. When should you go collect for a second? When should you, I mean, collector's only good if you want to play a playstyle where you steal kills. LDR is always a better second item and has always been a better second item if you're playing a playstyle like that actually scales, and like damage wise LDR has done more damage for like the last 2 years. The second item. So if you want to go collector and you like want to steal kills and things, go for it, but LDR is stronger by second item. If you want just more sustained and reliable damage. And now the Giant Slayer is on LDR, it's even stronger as a second item too. Just, you know, Giant Slayer, yo. They want to make Kindred a fighter, not an assassin? I don't know about that one. Kindred does more burst damage now than they did last patch because crit in general got 25% extra damage just for existing. And then on top of that, IE is stronger and the crit items in general are stronger. They do more burst now than they did before. If anything, they're more squishier and bursty like an assassin than they would than before. Even against squishies, yeah. If you do the math on the actual percentage of armor pen, percentage of pen, like, by second item is more valuable than the collector's, because the thing is, collector's only 10 lethality, which is only 10 armor pen. By second item, most champs have like 50 to 60 armor, so by that point, Last Whisper alone is starting to do, like, it's starting to get to the point where it's doing more damage than the 10 armor, like 10 lethality is. let alone the 35% pen from the full item. Because like when they're at, like even at 60 armor, which that's like not including anybody who has any like, you know, tank items or armor boots or anything. Most champs in the game by second item have at least 60 armor, and by that point 35% pen is still like double the armor pen that the 10 lethality is. The nerf makes the crit buff useless? No, it doesn't. You're probably misunderstanding the change. Your E still scales with crit and still does extra damage with your crit chance. It just doesn't do the extra damage when they're at a certain health threshold. So that and you don't have the 25% base health threshold when you don't have crit items. But it's still, the crit damage still increases your by half of its crit chance and half of the IE crit multiplier. So instead of doing up to 50% extra damage if they're below a certain health threshold, now it's based on how much crit chance and crit damage you have. You'll just do an extra percentage of damage on your E without having to worry about the threshold. So, for example, with 100% crit before, like last patch, if you had 100% crit, your E would do, at 75% health, your E would do up to 50, or it would do 50% more damage if the enemy was at 75% or lower health. Now, if you have 100% crit and you have IE, your E just in general does 65% more damage. So you do overall more damage, especially at full build and things, and by like an item and a half worth of crit damage, the damage overall breaks even. It's just, it makes on-hit builds feel worse because you don't have the extra damage at 25% health, and it kind of forces you to build crit, and before you have crit items, it's weaker. So you're overall doing more damage with crit, and you're also, your E is overall in general doing more damage, especially mid to late game, but it just feels less satisfying, and it's weaker early game. So it doesn't make it worthless. It's still, like, your E is still buffed and it's still stronger overall. It just doesn't feel nearly as satisfying. And it kind of limits Kindred's builds and makes the fun builds kind of less valuable. It's a buff? I mean, it is a buff. Again, by the time you're like 2.5 to 3 items of Kindred, which is pretty average for a game, you're going to be doing more damage alone with your E regardless. It is a buff. It's a slight nerf to Kindred's early game dueling, but it is a buff overall. The champ. Again, with crit being stronger in general, and your E is stronger, it's just less satisfying of an ability. Build Collector after IE? Nah. After IE, I'm going to build Fiend Hunter Bolts. It lets you use your ult more often, plus if you have more crit chance and things, it guarantees crit damage, or it gives you true damage if you're at 100% crit. And it gives more attack speed.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
There's a ward in that bush that I wasn't paying attention to, but I'm gonna go help my team, I think.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your turret has been destroyed.
So now you E the enemy whenever you want, you don't have to hold it. You should still try to hold it till they're lower, because your E still does missing health damage, so it still does increase damage the more health the enemy doesn't have. So you should still try to use it, like, on like a half HP or a lower person. Am I gonna die to that? No, I'm not. Okay. That minion block almost killed me though. So you should still try to use it on like people who are missing health, but it's not losing all of its damage if they're not missing a larger portion of their health. You thought they removed the missing health? No, they didn't remove the missing health. The way it used to work is so Kindred's E, it's always done missing health damage. It does base damage that scales with it, your AD. It did missing health damage, which the missing health damage goes up per mark. And then it also, if the enemy was below a certain health threshold, it would do a 50% damage amp to the damage. But they took out the 50% damage amp and instead just made it so crit chance and the crit damage multiplier makes it just do more damage in general. So it still does missing health, it just doesn't have they have to be below X amount of health to do even more damage.
draws breath.
It meets us.
Yeah, nothing's on.
There's so
If you mean, I think you're talking about cats versus dogs, Kindred. I don't personally like it because I don't like the sound effects on it,
Enemy has been slain.
or whatever it's called, the wolf and lamb, whatever it's called. I don't personally use it because I just genuinely don't like the sounds on it. I think the sound effects are just annoying.
An inhibitor.
life is out.
Want to kill him still down? That's fine. Okay. That works out. How much damage did I do? Oh god damn it! I'm so used to streaming Valorant. I really keep forgetting to change scene. I keep forgetting to show the fucking match history. Me and Zareth out here just doing a shitload of damage. And we take those. We take those. Oh, I'm 2 for 2 so far. These first 2 games were just terrible though. But like, bro, look at this first game. My teammates had 58 deaths between the 4 of them. Like, bro. That was just a game there. Right here, I'll go in the practice tool though really quickly and show you what I mean by the like way your use changes or your skills too.
Never one.
Without the other.
It's okay. It's start of the season. Everybody's in the ranks just fucked. Everything's fucked. It's the start of the season. We're all just doing placements. 58 deaths between 4 people is normal, surely. And you feel like the crystals growing on the turrets are going to trigger some type of phobia in people. Dude, I hate the crystals on the turrets. I hate the built-in demolish. Okay, but just for reference, because people don't understand. So instead of like your E doing bonus damage if the enemy was below a certain health threshold, instead of it doing the 50% extra damage,
I remember.
so like right now it does 85 damage. It does, like my marks, each one gives me 0.5% missing health. You know, I have 100% bonus AD ratio. They changed the way it works now instead. So it's just everything is gets half of your crit chance and half of your crit damage multiplier added to it.
Minions have
So your damage, you still do missing health, you still do all that, but you just don't have to have them below a certain threshold to get the extra damage anymore. Now instead, if I buy, you know, a full crit item, so let's say I buy this, because this has 25% crit on it, it's going to give me 12.5% of that is essentially going to be added on to this for 50% of it. So now instead it's 5.6% missing health and 135 damage. And the ratio is, instead of 100, it's 112.5. So you're still getting the extra damage, it's just the enemy doesn't have to be below a certain health threshold. That's essentially how it works. So before, instead, it would be, your damage would be the same, but because I have this item, I would be at, if the enemy was at 37% or like 37.5% or lower health, when my third proc of my E went off, my E would just do 50% damage. Now I'm getting like 12.5% extra damage in general on my E. It doesn't matter how low their health is. But that means if you don't have any crit items, you don't have that extra burst at the end anymore. So that's why it feels worse. And it's weaker early. But you're still doing extra damage. So like, again, instead of it being 50% stronger too when you have 4 crit items, instead if you have 4 crit items and you like did this with IE, now like with 100% crit, instead of being 50% more damage, now it's just 65% more damage, which is why the bonus AD ratio is, instead of 100, is 165% now. Because you're getting 50% of the crit chance, so 100% crit, you know, 50% of that is 50, and then the 30% crit damage, you're getting 50, or 50% of that, so you're getting 15 added to the 50 there. So that's how it works now. Now you're just always doing the extra damage instead of the enemy is lower, but it scales more like with the crit items now. So if you like build on hit, your E does not do like any extra damage, which makes it feel really not good. It makes on hit builds feel much worse, but it makes crit builds much stronger mid to late game.
How does hunger feel?
Always there.
So your E is still doing more damage. Like it's genuinely your E got buffed. Instead of doing 50% more damage, it does up to 65%. So that's just generally a buff. Crits got buffed too by 25% base for all crits on normal autos. But again, it limits, like, it makes on hit builds worse and makes no reason to build on hit. And even then, like, Bork's not like a good item even against like tankier people nowadays, and Giant Slayer giving you 10% damage amp, you might as well just build Giant Slayer instead. Or LDR and just keep going crit. So it's, you are getting more damage mid to late game, but it is a nerf early game and it's a nerfed on hit build. $58 and 4 equals injustice. Yeah, that first game where my teammates had 58 deaths and I had 4 deaths. Well, yeah, that was a great start to the placements on this account. Snowball is much harder. Kinda. Not really though. But kinda. I don't think it's really much harder to snowball. Because even when you're behind too, you're still stronger now than you were before, so it's still easier to fight even when you're behind and you don't really have to snowball. But even if you only get like 1.5 items, once you get some crit, you're doing more damage with that one crit either way. So, I don't know. I don't think it's harder to snowball, and like when you do snowball and you do get ahead, if you're not behind, you do so much more damage now that it's even stronger. Like honestly, overall, Kindred is better now. It's just the E just doesn't feel satisfying. Like they're stronger, but they're more, but it just feels more bland, if that makes sense. Now it's, well, yeah, now early game fights are a little bit weaker, yeah. Like, it's more of you're not going to be able to use your E on somebody who's, like, at 60% health early game and, like, get them down to 25% health with, your autos and your Qs and then execute them at 25% HP. You can't do that anymore. Better than Porcelain? I like Porcelain more. I like Porcelain a lot more than Wolf and Lamb.
Never won.
Again, I just don't like the sound effects on this skin. That's why I don't use it. Scuttle right now is a coin flip. Scuttle is a coin flip right now, but who the fuck cares? Because your mark doesn't even spawn on the fucking Scuttle anyways because I forgot about the timer. I'm still salty because I knew it was going to happen and I said it a month ago and people were like, no, it's just PvE. They're going to remember. No, they fucking did it in Season 8 and I knew they were going to do it this time too, and people kept saying, no, it's going to happen. No, it's not. I knew it wasn't going to happen. They forgot in Season 8 too. Do I think this season is better than Season 15? I think anything is better than Season 15. Season 15 was probably about as bad as... What season was it where the only thing they added was 2 new dragons and then immediately removed one of the dragons within like 2 months? Was it Season 13? I think the only thing worse than Season 15 was that season. Whatever that was. Atacon was overwhelming. No, not really. Atacon was fun to play around. I mean, it's not like removing Atacon removed any objectives for the game. Now Baron spawns at 20 again, and it still gives you a buff, and they added extra XP to Baron if you're behind. So, like, it gives you catch-up mechanic too, so it's pretty much the same thing. And Baron still respawns, so it's the same amount of objectives. It's just more Barons instead of Atacon existing. I didn't personally mind Atacon at all.
Those who do wish they hadn't. Shall we, dear wolf?
Face you there.
was the season they were trying to. Oh, you mean season 8? I think it was when they tried to when they changed IE to not give you crit, but instead it like doubled your crit and it also gave you true damage, and they tried to completely fuck the crit items.
Minions have spawned.
That was an interesting season. That one was weird. I know a lot. I like numbers a lot. So like when it comes when there's something I like, whether it's a game or you know science or anything, I like numbers a lot.
Those who dread us grant us the
I'm gonna be late to my clear.
power.
Oh well, it's fine. So yeah, I spend a lot of time looking at them. I like math and science and things a lot, and then I hyper fixate on things a lot, and then I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna learn all about this thing. I might not be the world's best player, but you know what? I at least spend the time to do my math and figure out mechanics and things and figure out how shit works. That's also why I like MMOs a lot. Alright, let's see. I think it's Rengar. I wonder how this is gonna go. The Kindred now is like is here, but for jungle, wait for them to get an item and fight. I mean, you can still fight early. Like Kindred's early is still a decent fight. It's slightly weaker, but Kindred's still strong. Thank you for the follow or the sub, Dirt and Noah. I don't know if I said the name right, but thank you. I appreciate the prime. Thank you, thank you. And again, if anybody's curious as to like if you don't see a message in chat that I'm responding to, it's because I am dual streaming, like I said, on Twitch and YouTube. So if you don't see a message in one chat, it's probably in the other chat. I try to read both chats.
This one is yours.
Yeah, I like this. I like a lot of the changes this season. But there's also a lot of changes that are very head scratching. Like, why are they a thing? Like, why are the fairy rings a thing? I'm sorry, but those are just dumb design in general, and we all know it. Why did we put demolish on every turret? That is a stupid design, and we all know it. Like, I'm sorry, but that's just dumb. Why did we make jungle take no damage when clearing their camps? That's also a really stupid design. I should have just went and killed Gromp, because I have to wait fucking 20 seconds anyways for this, but now I'm committed to just standing here waiting. Woo, now I get to wait. Woohoo! Maybe I get my mark. Wow, I got my mark after waiting 20 seconds.
Always near wolf.
An ally has been slain.
And I know the mark would be there. I mean, the mark has to be on one of the scuttles, and Rengar's probably, like, as a champion, Rengar's most likely starting red side, so he was going to be on the bot side for himself. So, waiting for the mark there, because he would kill the bot side scuttle, which means only the top side scuttle could mark.
Enemy double kill.
Yeah, well, that's not good. Zaya got a double.
Peacefully they go.
Hungry we follow.
The Kindred's even harder to play early game. I mean, again, it's not really. Again, Kindred was already stupidly strong and deserved a nerf. Just like, again, they fall into the same category of champions like Belvith and Rengar and Ivern and stuff like that, where they're pretty much just a one-trick champ that's always stupidly strong. And the only reason they don't get nerfed is because they're not popular. I mean, to be fair, Kindred getting a slight tune down early doesn't really matter much. The champion's still fine. The champion's still incredibly good. It doesn't really hurt the champ too much. Doesn't make him feel less satisfying, sure, but like, eh, it'll still be fine. It doesn't make sense because that's an oversight that happens. It's not the first time that an oversight has happened with Riot. And to be fair, when there's so many things they have to consider, especially for the new season, yeah, they forgot to update the mark timer. It's not the first time it's happened. They happened in season 8, but oversights happen. It's not a big deal at all. Hit your hook. Hit your hook. Hit your Q. Where's your Q? Bro, throw your Q, you fucking... You're supposed to be, you know, a hooker out here, and you're not a good hooker. Blitz does not know how to work the corner. Can I not solo this with Sheen anymore? I might not be able to. I'm gonna use one smite early. If he shows up, rip. But I actually don't know if I can fully solo this right now. My W is about to wear. No, I can. Okay. I know they made dragons tankier. I think Kindred's win rate will drop. Oh, maybe.
An enemy has been slain.
Considering the champion's player base has like refused to ever update their builds like for the last like 5 years, even though still a lot of the items and builds people liked were just not good. Probably. It took people like 9 months to start building Trinity when Trinity was better than Kraken before Kraken got buffed. So like probably. Win rate also doesn't really matter in the first place, because it's an extremely small sample size. Playlist? I think I still have the link to the playlist copied. Yeah, I do. There you go. There's a link to the playlist. Are you gonna die? Are you 2 levels down already? Bro, what? How are you 2 levels down? What the fuck? Oh, that's gonna hit me. I should have ulted.
Hurry, lad. Faster.
I'm gonna say the best time to use my E. I mean, using your E is still, like, again, so it probably around, like, you know, 60% HP is probably a good time to use it early game, or like mid to early game. The more crit chance you have is nice, but I mean, at the end of the day, you have to remember your E still does scaling missing health damage, but you don't want to kill them before you proc it either. So, yeah. To test the scope item? Probably not. The item's not really good. The stats the item gives isn't really good. It gives you 50, 80, and crit chance and nothing else. It's really not worth it. It has no attack speed on it. It has nothing of value on it. He's gonna die. Bro, you are just dumb as shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk away. You are genuinely just like so bad. I'm sorry, but what is he doing? I could have smited one grub, yes, but I'm just gonna take the crab there at that point because he is so... No, I was not paying attention. Oops. I'm gonna try to stop my back one more time. The wave's gonna crash. Okay. I can walk away though. She's not diving. Takes time to accept the change. Well, yeah.
Gently into oblivion.
Yeah, this item's just not worth it. Like, maybe on, like, Cater, like, Ashe and things like that, yeah, but this just really isn't super worth it. Because, like, the attack range and stuff sounds nice, but the stats on the item just aren't worth an item slot compared to another item. You're still much better off just getting, you know, your normal items, getting your LDR, getting your IE, you know, getting your either Kraken or Trinity. It's just so much better of an item. Having no attack speed or anything is just bad. And 700 range. 700 range is for the max damage, not any damage. You still get a damage buff at lower range, but the max damage is 700 range. And the reason why it's capped at 700 range is because there is champs like Kindred and Senna and things like that that have like really long scaling range, and things like Milio that increase champs range. I want to go for Drake, but I probably can't. Maybe I go bot.
Makes the chase more fun.
Oh wait, that's warded. I can't. I don't have a scanner yet. Okay, yeah, one of them is over here. This is warded, obviously. I want to wait till, like, I want to kill bot, but I don't know if we can.
Yet they are never prepared.
'Cause I can't kill mid. My top lane, I mean, he's doing fine. He's just kind of solo killing her most of the time anyways. They're on Drake, yeah. It doesn't reset, so they're definitely on it. Like a crit focus? I mean,
All will know us.
it's just a damage amp for longer range champions. But again, it doesn't give you other stats. It doesn't give you lethality. It doesn't give you, you know, anything like that. It doesn't give you attack speed. It's just a little damage amp. Which again, is not bad by any means for certain champs, but for like Kindred, it's really not worth a different item slot. Okay, we'll take it. Oh, we got both. Nice. Huge.
Enemy rampage. An enemy has been slain.
Nice, and he got a double kill up there. Alright, bot and top are fine. I can play around in this game even though I'm behind.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Like, realistically, the only two crit items are like different items that, like, from the changes that would be pretty decent on Kindred if... Well, one of them is a big if Riot didn't fucking hate fun. Because Stormrazor used to be really good on Kindred, and it would be good on Kindred now if the fucking item didn't have the world's, like, worst build path to ever exist. I should have put that in the fairy light. Oh well. Like, if its build path wasn't the worst build path in the game, Stormrazor would be really good again. And Fiend Hunter Bolt is a good steal item, because it just lets you ult more often, and it gives you some, like, guaranteed crits and or true damage. I wanna, like, I was gonna hold the wave, but he's already here. I'm gonna go around the back and see if I can gank her. See a flash. He does not have his flash up. We're not gonna catch. There's a Rengar over there too. Our Miz are building first. Worth building first. If it had a better build path, it would be fine to build. If it was better, Stormrazor would be good. There's just no, like, damage on the item unless you can get the BS sword. Is she even low? No, she's not low. I'm not gonna go run at the Fed Zoe.
How does hunger feel?
That bitch will one-shot me. He was 5-0.
An ally has been slain.
I don't even know how my Zed, he rage quit because he's getting shit on. That's kind of hilarious. Oh, well, I'm fucked. Did she one-shot me from this HP? Maybe. No, I'm fine. He rage quit because he got absolutely gapped by the Zoe. That's actually hilarious to me. Crits are 170% for Fiend Hunter bolts. Yes, that's still extra damage. That means quite literally nothing. 170% damage is still 70% more damage guaranteed per auto for 3 autos. That's, yeah.
Everywhere lamb went.
Wolf was sure to follow.
Gonna wait till you finish my boots. Where's the role quest? It's this right here. It's already done. It's just get 35 stacks on your jungle item.
There are so many ways to die. Well hunted, dear wolf.
We could try to kill bot here. Oh, they ran away.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I don't even care that we're gonna lose this game because my mid laner DC. That just makes me laugh that he tried to pick Zed, got absolutely gapped, and then rage quit for it. That to me is just fucking hilarious. We could try to do this. I don't know if Kai'Sa will come though. Will she? No, she's not. I have ult, which is why I was kind of hoping she would come. No, I'm not getting this. They're gonna show up. Yeah, no, I'm just dead. No, the Rock of Silence. Sad. We didn't get the Drake because I had to flash away. Sad. It's fine. I really do wish Kai'Sa would have just came to help me though. I'm gonna go get that Mar.
An enemy is godlike. An enemy has been slain.
Just on it. I highly doubt Riot's gonna change much about on hit ADCs. I very much doubt it. The only thing that I know they said for the second patch of the year, I mean, maybe you're right, maybe they said it in like a dev blog and I just didn't see it, but the only thing I know for certain that they talked about adjusting for the second patch is they're supposed to be giving Mel a lot of changes to make her less frustrating to play against. Which is the only thing I care about because that champion is the least fun champ in the game to play against. I don't care if she's the worst champ in the game, she is by far the fucking least fun thing to play against. That's the only thing I care about they're changing.
No match for us.
You are, dear wolf.
Killing spree.
Ooh, build the same item. You hope there's a new Kindred skin this year? I'm sure there probably will be. It's no secret that a majority of the furry champs get a skin like every year or so nowadays, just because everybody knows the furries pay a shit ton of money. It's no secret. It's why even though a champ is unpopular as Kindred has gotten a skin or two for like the past 4 or 5 years.
Return to nothing.
Season 15 was like the first time they didn't get a skin for like the entire year in like the last 4 or 5 years. Is that actually true? You know what champs? Oh, it's no secret. Like, if you have any friends who are artists and things, it's no secret. Anything related to furries pay an insane fucking amount of money for stuff. For the characters and things they like. It's no secret at all. That's a very common thing. If you know artists, it's very, very common.
Has been slain.
Ow, Zoe almost one-shot me. Guys, I think we're dead, friend. We'll never know. Are we gonna fucking guys? I'll fight with you. I have no idea how we are alive.
Rampage.
Alright, we actually got him. Good night, Sonics. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream.
Unstoppable.
Take it back. Somehow we might have. Oh, fuck me. My ass, no. He fucked my ass. Anyways, we're fine. We actually somehow might be able to win the 4v5 though, which is kind of funny. It's still so funny to me that he rage quit thinking it matters.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Even funnier to me is like it's the first day with a bunch of new stuff and you're already rage quitting. It's like, dude, at that point you really should just uninstall the game because you clearly don't like the game.
An ally has been
Like if you're that pressed on the first day of a new season when there's just a bunch of fun like new things to mess around with, you really really should just play a new game. In that case, you like the Demacia Kindred? I mean, technically Kindred already has 3 lore skins for regions, so it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility. Because like default Kindred is kind of the way like of like Freljord and things, how Freljord see Kindred. Spirit Blossom Kindred is the Ionian form of Kindred, and then obviously the Chosen of the Wolf is an Noxian Kindred, so it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility that they could make like a Demacian version.
Beauty fades. That is why it is beautiful.
An ally has been slain.
Fear makes the case for fun.
Do you want to go there? Somebody's got to kind of cover right there. Ice is dead still. Yeah, I should have just not canceled my back. Rip that turret. Skin? I don't know about that one. People who correlate balance with skins don't. That tends to be not true a majority of the time. Sometimes sure, but a majority of the time that doesn't happen.
Slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
Like, I mean, just for a random example of that too is, I mean, look at Kench. Kench got buffed randomly last patch. Nobody likes Kench. Kench didn't get a skin this patch either. There's no signs of a Kench skin as far as I know.
An ally has
A lot of times they'll buff lower click rate champions though randomly if they feel like they're below a certain threshold just because they want to try to get more people to play it. And to be fair, a majority of the time those buffs are placebo buffs too. Legendary Elderwood skin? I mean, a legendary Elderwood skin or something would be cool, but again, I highly doubt a champ like Kindred will ever get a legendary skin for multiple reasons. For one, they're not popular, so it just wouldn't sell nearly as well. But on top of that, Kindred, you would have to pay 2 voice actors, and one of Kindred's voice actors, for one, is a very known voice actor, and they're not exactly, I'm sure they're not the cheapest voice actor to work with. But, yeah, like, between the paying 2 voice actors and then not being a super popular champion, like, I don't think Riot would want to spend money on something like that. Versus making a legendary skin for, you know, like a Misfortune who's guaranteed to sell well and you're gonna get a good amount of return in it.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your team
So there's skins. Yeah, mostly like you only get new skins for like legendary or not skins, new voice lines from legendary skins. So yeah, mostly it's only like legendary skins that get it. They like very rarely use other stuff unless they get like a rework and things. And
Your team has destroyed.
obviously, again, you know, paying 2 voice actors and things, plus, you know, being a relatively unpopular champ and things, and the cost from like making a new rig and animations and stuff probably isn't super worth it from like Riot's business perspective.
An inhibitor. An ally has been slain.
And if we're being completely honest, nowadays legendary skins, in my opinion, don't look super high quality. A lot of them. So yeah, like Wolf is voiced by Matt Mercer, which is a relatively well-known voice actor, and you know, obviously probably isn't the cheapest person. He also voices Gangplank too. If you didn't know that, Wolf and Gangplank are voiced by the same person. But yeah, it's probably not like, and that's just on like the English server, or the English settings. Obviously, other like, you know, languages also they would have to get 2 voice actors and things. So it probably wouldn't be super worth for Riot from their perspective. Not to say it couldn't happen. It very well could happen. But I personally just don't see it being likely. I can't get that yet.
Those who dread us grant us the most power.
Cut off him now. Ult up. No. No, he has flash up too, and he got healed by Raka. Sick flash, bro. I think Kai'Sa's still dead, right? Yeah, I didn't think there was any way she was living there.
Thus will rise and fall.
Enemy has been slain.
We gotta stop chasing kills, bro. We don't have Zed. He kinda rage quit, remember? This game is still very winnable, but we can't keep chasing kills the way we are.
None can hide.
Yeah, fuck it, what's the worst that happens?
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
I don't think we can get this before Rengar shows up, but I'm down to try. Buttipo, you're going to die. Oh yeah, you just got murdered.
Well, they tried.
Is he gonna jump? Bitch, you don't have your fucking... I can't get it over there in time. Would die. You don't have your ult there. You're not winning that fight. That Rengar's hilarious thinking he's gonna win that. I don't think Redaction's winning this, so maybe. Her ult is down, but it depends if his stun's up. No, he's gonna get kited. Yeah, he's dead.
Ally has been slain.
Wait for them to flee.
No, my blue is gone. They're probably gonna get Baron now too.
They know will come.
Yet they are never prepared.
Rengar had hope. He did have something, that's for sure. Yeah, I thought they were gonna get Baron. But you're gonna die now too. Yeah.
An ally has been slain.
Some of these plays are just a little too obvious.
There are so many ways to die.
Your inhibitor has respawned.
They're TPing down here. Oh, they have blue ward instead.
Rest.
I can't fight both of them. I can fight one of them. I can't fight both of them because Zaya is not weak and nor is Kale.
The enemy's inhibitor has respawned.
And now she deleted me. I was trying to like see if I could burst her before I had to ult, but if I have to ult first, I'm dead either way. Yeah, no, we lost the fight in the game. Sad. It's still a pretty good game overall for being a 4v5. Still makes me laugh that dude rage quit.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
This Rengar made it so difficult. I mean, yeah, you guys almost lost a 4v5. That was almost a win for us somehow. Alright, anywho. I'm gonna end for now and go make dinner and things. I appreciate you guys who did hang out and stream and everything. I will probably do another stream later, but only on Twitch because I'm not gonna do 2 YouTube streams in one day. So, yeah, if you want to know when I go live or anything, obviously there's a link in my Discord down below, but I'll probably be live on my Twitch, which is also in the link below later. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for hanging out in both chats and things. I appreciate it. Have a good night.